The great state of Ohio is home to many teams in college football, but only one game between two schools from this state is fought over a trophy as coveted and desired as the one we have on the line today. Get ready because the wagon wheel is in the house. Welcome to Infocision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Golden Flashes will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Akron's offense will have the football first. In the last meeting, Akron zipped past Kent State, who gave a not-so-golden effort.
And the players were celebrating after that blowout win. The Akron fans were celebrating. And, David, you know, when the opposite campus is only 10 miles away, there's a lot of people going down there to rub their noses in.
Man, you took it for a whole year, and you had to hear it. Now Kent State has an opportunity to shut everybody up. They should be ticked off, and they should be ready.
And the Zips are in the hurry-up.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Butler. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Grab behind the line. It's Newell. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turning it on! Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Zips are rolling down the field.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll be brought down. And the Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Kent State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the golden flashes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the inside give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The golden flashes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wilson will throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now, guys, the winner here gets the Wagon Wheel Trophy, which is by far one of the coolest trophies in the sport. It's a wagon wheel.
And it is kind of unique, Reese. It's kind of interesting. It's a trophy that was a wagon wheel that broke off of a trip of the Akron founder back in the day, and then it was donated, and it's now the trophy. So really strange, really unique, Palmer.
But it makes sense, too, David. I mean, it's a...
There he goes! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a...
Touchdown, Kent State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the move from... It is 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Zips line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wilson to pass. Finds his tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Hills. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Zips moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his target down the middle. He's loose. Running through contact. Touchdown, Akron! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 20 to Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense. Knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the golden flashes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Fires on the move. Wide open downfield.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a
touchdown, Kent State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something. Have to get some stops.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the wagon wheel on the line, how can you blame them? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old wagon wheel.
And the Zips will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. This game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his big tight end. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the deep. guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wilson will throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. The Wagon Wheel Trophy has a strong history. It dates back to 1923 when Akron took the series opener 32-zip. See what I did there?
Reese, you should have said zips. But this is one of the more contested rivalry games in all of college football. You look at the series history between these two schools, David. It is really, really tight.
Yeah, it's almost 500 back and forth. You've seen streaks on both sides. They don't love each other. The wagon wheel at stake today.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Wants to throw again. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Fashions. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for a big gain. Makes a grab on the shot. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Zips. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a...
He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Zips will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Wilson to pass. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he can just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Golden Flashes have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A very productive play on first down. Touchdown, Kent State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
To the ground with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Zips have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give is to Williams. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Newell. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to fire. The quick out. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. The screen, he can go. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Wants to throw it quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Newell. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Wilson will throw. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man, and it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more. They got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. So Kent State beats Akron and claims the wagon wheel, and look at him down there riding it like a southbound train. Ooh, mama rock me. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.